9, the second map released in Black Ops 4. Another Chaos Story map which continues from Blade of Despair, widely accepted as one of the better Black Ops 4 maps and the best that came on release. You already read the title, I don't really think I need a good intro for this, let's just hop straight into it. So you spawn in right away, and you can start doing stuff right away, which I absolutely love. I think it's so cool how you start in the little cages, and then you have to run out, and you see the crowd just watching you, cheering you on. It's pretty cool. Well, not necessarily cheering you on, but hoping you entertain them. Knife the rope, and boom, you already start doing stuff. It's not necessarily, you don't have to do it for the Easter egg, but it is very helpful to get a Pack-a-Punch Strife, and as well as you get the cauldron on the top to build the trap later. But right away I noticed that the fire spawns in really early on, like on round 4, and it gets very annoying. Like as you see, and you've probably watched the first video, if not, go check it out. I beat the Easter egg on my very first attempt at the map. It gets very, very annoying throughout the entire game, but it's, you know, it's kind of a good balance because of how open the spawn room is. This map is very easy to follow, and it's got a straightforward path that you can take to start off your game. There are 4 sections of each of the gods, so you got Danu, Ra, Odin, and Zeus. And that's pretty much where you start. You go to each of the gods, you hold X or square or whatever it is on the gong, and then you have a little trial that you have to do. You have to kill maybe a few tigers, a brawler, a gladiator, whatever it is. It's not too difficult, it's very simple, and after you kill them, they drop a head. Now you take those heads down into the underground area, and I'm going to talk about the underground area just real quick. It is very, very confusing, or at least for me it was very confusing. Even now, like after I've played it and I've played it with one of my friends, it is very, very hard to navigate. Like I feel like I'm taking more than one loop around to get like a shield if I need to repair it. I always feel like I get turned around. It's very difficult to grasp where you're at. I know over time I'll eventually get it, but even once you get Pack-a-Punch open and you can sort of split the map in half, it still gets very difficult. Like I don't remember which side is which, and I don't know. I just feel like I have to run around a few times before I understand what's going on. But yeah, you get all the heads, you go down to Pack-a-Punch, and it's very simple. Pack-a-Punch doesn't move, thank Christ. I really do like the Pack-a-Punch location. The little temple area is pretty cool, and of course there's fire down there, like why not? It's also the place where you get the 2 other parts for the trap. Now Pack-a-Punch doesn't move, but the camos are awesome in this map. The camos are so cool. Just take a look at this. I mean, look at these camos. Like the blue and the gold, the purple and the gold. Even the Surkat's Kiss looks awesome with like the little symbols running down the tail of the scorpion. It is so dope. I love it so much. I couldn't get over it. I don't know why I like these ones so much. It's just gold it's just solid gold with a solid color, but I don't know. These were my favorite so far. And you can also get a free perk. I was doing some research on the high round strategy, and I also saw that you can get a free perk. That's pretty cool, and it's not too difficult to do. And last thing I need to talk about, the tigers. I love the tigers. If there's anything bad that people say about this map, it is one thing, and it's the tigers. Now, I don't understand, and I feel like I need to make this clear. I've never played any of these maps on release day, or at least if I did, I don't have any knowledge of it. So my experiences with this map is how it's going to be for the rest of the time, because there's no way Treyarch is going to be, you know, going back and fixing this map. The tigers that I played with were awesome. They were very fair. You know, they're fast. Sure, it's kind of annoying when they jump across the map, but they're very fair. I love them. I think I like them better than dogs. They're so cool. And the tiger rounds, they mix in the gladiators with the tigers, so it's not too easy like dog rounds are. It's really nice. But I think playing these maps way later after everyone's done gives me a new perspective and I guess a less biased view on these maps because of how different they are from release day. So if you're someone who's only played release day Black Ops 4 and haven't picked it up since, I really do recommend trying it again because it's a lot different from what I see, from what I hear, and I had a lot of fun on this map. And the last thing I want to talk about before I get into Easter egg stuff is the Wonder Weapon. It's really cool, it's really neat, I think, but it's kind of useless. I mean, I don't really understand how it works. I know the single shots are, you know, you can rapid fire the single shots. You hold it down, and it does like, it's kind of like a miniature Wonder Waff, and it doesn't do as much work. It doesn't really work though. I don't know. It's haven't quite figured it out. It just feels like an Easter egg wonder weapon. It's kind of what I feel it is. Sort of like the VR11 from Call of the Dead. It's just an Easter egg wonder weapon. I actually tried using the freeway to get it, and it didn't work for me. And I don't know why it didn't work for me, but you know, I guess it's not that big of a deal because you can just get it out of the box. That's how I got it.
On to the Easter egg.
So it's the classic get to Pack-a-Punch to start the first step. But the second step, you have to get a gladiator and have him throw his axe at one of these wood spires, and it'll break off a piece of wood or a stake, and then you can go roast the piece of wood. I don't understand how that fits, but I didn't question it when I played. You also got to find a skull, which can be very annoying. I got super lucky on my first playthrough playing this map, and I got it right away. Like, I don't think I understood how lucky I was, because when I played it with my friend a few weeks back, after I had already played it, it was very, very difficult for us to find the skull, and we had to start even using guides. We were having trouble, and it was quite annoying. Okay. But you get the skull, you grind it up, get whatever you need, and then finally you need to purposely get the thumbs down on your scale for the crowd or whatever it is. I don't know, and they will throw their poop at you, and you can pick it up and take all those three ingredients: the steak, or like the burnt fire, the skull, the grinded skull, and the poop, and you can put it in like this golden vase, and after a few rounds it'll turn green, and I don't have a problem with that at all. I think that's pretty good so far. Good first step. It's kind of odd, honestly. So then you place whatever concoction you got right there into the blue room, which is the Danu underground, the Danu place, and you got to blast furnace a zombie over it after a few rounds. And I'm not really sure if I like or dislike having to use alternate ammo types for an Easter egg, because there's also another step that you have to use dead wire in his Easter egg, and I'm not quite sure if I like it or dislike it. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I think I like it more than I dislike it now. But one thing that really did bother me is that you have to use your specialist all the way through while holding your use button over the pile before you can teleport. Now, I really don't like that. I wish you can just go up and interact with it and then you teleport right away. You have to use your specialist all the way through, and then it'll teleport you. I really don't like that. I wish they made it just a little simpler. I don't know why they had to do that, honestly. But once you teleport, you get to you have to shoot the spores. I thought that was fine. It's fair. It has a lot of health, but it does give you a max ammo at the end. So it's very easy if you have homunculus. Homunculuses help a ton in this Easter egg, let me tell you. I feel like this is the Easter egg that homunculuses help the most in, like, over Voyage, because you use it in every step. Like, homunculuses are a lifesaver on every step. So once you're done with that, you've appeased Danu, you go on to the next one. Now, I thought I was gonna be done with this step and be like, I hate this step, this is the worst. And that is the shield step. The shield step, you have to go around the map using your shield to shoot the bull symbols, and then a gladiator or a brawler would spawn, and then you gotta kill it, and you gotta do that 4 times. Now, the first time I did it, I was using a guide that wasn't very good. I was using Mr. Raffle Waffles, and he has a good overall guide, but for this step in particular was not very good, not too clear, and I struggled quite a bit with this step. It's not a bad step. I really actually do like it. Like, now that I know where all the symbols are, I think I would enjoy doing this step, but the first time doing it was really annoying, and I'm trying to not let that get in my judgment, because it really is a good step. I just had a tough time the first time. So I do like it, and it's a good setup for what's to come next. So next is the Ra symbol step, and I love it. I love it. You go up to the Ra statue, and there's like a little pillar in the middle. You interact with it, and then 4 symbols show up, and they represent a certain zombie you have to kill in a certain order. And you train up there, like you're locked down into like the Ra area, and you gotta train up there and kill those zombies in order. Then you do it one more time, and I absolutely love it. It was so fun. Like, you got to sort of maneuver your way and split the zombies up in a certain way so you can kill the individual zombie that you need. because you can kill normal zombies, just any catalyst or brawler or anything, you gotta kill separately. You gotta kill in a specific order. And also, once again, Mr. Raffle Waffles missed one of the symbols for the Blight Fathers, which is fine. It didn't bother me that game, but looking back on it, there is a symbol for the Blight Father, and he didn't have it. But I feel like I would have figured that out, even if he didn't have it. So, I'm not trying to bash on him. It was very frustrating when I was playing that he had a bad guide, because he says no nonsense guide, but there was quite a bit of nonsense. And I still like Mr. Raffle Waffles. Let's move on. Next was the screw step, and I don't really like this step. You gotta go around the tunnel underneath and shoot the screws. Like, I don't know, I didn't really care for it. It just seemed, I guess, I wouldn't say lazy, but like I feel like, I don't know, they missed an opportunity of using the scorpion gun, like to in a specific way to bring up the lightning rods, because I feel like, the scorpion gun is basically shooting lightning, so like I feel like they should have done something with that to bring the pillars up, or they could have used what would be the next step, like lining up the shots in order to bring the lightning rods up. But I guess they didn't know what to do for Odin if they just used the shoot the symbols like through the walls for the Zeus step to bring up the lightning rods. So I guess I understand that, but I didn't like the shooting the screws. The Zeus's lockdown though is very challenging, and I do like that. I think I downed twice or maybe even 3 times during that part, and I was just very underprepared. I didn't have a shield, I didn't know what to expect, and I was using my specialist, which didn't really do a good job against them. I feel like if I were to do it again, it'd be very easy. Just use your Helion Salvo, you'll be good. Even the Surket's Kiss was pretty good against them, so I feel like it'd be very easy again. I feel not very easy, but it would definitely. I don't think I'd down if I did it again. And also, right before the lockdown, I forgot to mention, you have to use Deadwire and collect souls into those lightning rods that you brought up, which I thought was fine. I found that quite okay, actually. Odin's lining up the shots is very, very annoying on solo. Like, man, it was so hard training the zombie around and trying to shoot the shots, and some of them I did fairly quick, but there was one that I had a lot of trouble with, and the zombie just kept breaking my shield. But I had Tortoise, so the explosion of my shield would kill it, and oh my gosh, it was just so annoying. When you have multiple people, it's so easy because you just have one person train the zombie and the other person do it. So yeah, nothing. So when you're with people, it's not that big of a deal, but on solo, it is very, very annoying. So keep that in mind if you ever do try to attempt this Easter egg. And then the lockdown, like once again, you have to stand on like a platform and hold out your specialist, which is just stand on the platform or like interact with it. That's all I ask for. You don't need to pull out your specialist. But the lockdown was really good for that. It was tense. It was not easy, but it was not too difficult where it's like, what am I doing? Like, I think I got there. I think I activated Dying Wish once, but like Homunculus has helped. It was not too hard to train in there, and I think there was a trap in there that you could have used that I didn't realize at the time. And once again, Helion Salvo just shreds. I mean, come on. The Surket's Kiss can help as well, and you got the shield right there. Like, it really is a help. It really is, like, it puts you in a good position. And then the boss fight was great. I liked the boss fight. It was awesome. You know, I liked the first little like mini series of bringing out the brawlers and the gladiators, and then you just see the tigers just slowly creep out. And like I love how before it even starts, like the cage slowly rises up, and that's all you hear. And it's just so intimidating. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, it sets up the scene so well. They did a really good job to start it, and then the elephant comes out, and that was scary. I mean, it was pretty easy to dodge. Like, once again, Homunculuses helped a ton, and they were very fair with the max ammos. I liked how they did it, where they didn't spawn it in a certain spot for you to go get it. Like, you got them as you killed the gladiators. I really like that. I wish they did that more for the other boss fights instead of just, okay, here's a max ammo whenever you need, because it feels, I don't know, it just feels set up for you to win, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, killing the elephant wasn't too hard with the Helion Salvo. I mean, I can't imagine doing that with normal guns. Maybe with more people, you can do it with normal guns, but it was pretty easy with the Helion Salvo. And then the game really got me with the second elephant. You got me. All right, I was like, I won, and then I just see the second elephant come out. I'm like, what the fuck? So, it was good. I liked it. It was a good boss fight. It wasn't too challenging. It was actually really fun. I think this one was more fun than Voyage, but Voyage felt better to complete, and Voyage felt more complete. Not more complete, but it felt more rewarding and more hectic. It felt a little bit more difficult. So. But I really did like Nine's boss fight. It was really good. So now we have the conclusion. All right, we have the conclusion. This map works very, very well for how small it is. I mean, it's you don't realize it while you're playing it, but like looking back, like it's a pretty small map. You just have the spawn room, the 4 temple or the 4 like god areas, and then the temple underneath. That's all you really have. And if you want to count the boss fight, sure, but there's not a lot of room on this map. They have some really awesome traps that I never use in the gameplay, but I saw for high round players that they use it. Also, may I add, the high round strategies are so diverse. You have so many different high round strategies. You can camp, you can go around using the traps. Daybreak, who holds the world record, literally just uses one of the shotguns in the spawn room and wraith fires, and then whenever he needs to refill his shield, he uses all of its ammo, uses a trap, goes down, uses another trap, and comes back up. Like, there's so many different ways to play this map. I haven't gone for round 100 yet. I really feel like I should, because this reminds me of like Doris, Black Ops 1, where you got to use all the traps, and you're still killing zombies with your gun, but like you're moving around the map. You're utilizing a lot of the map, and that's what I love. There's not a place in this map where it's like, well, why does this exist? You know, like on Voyage, there are some places like the turbine room. It's like, why does this exist? You know, the cargo hold. Like, I'm never going down here. On 9, there's not a single place where it's like, there's no point for this. Like, you're moving around the entire map. You're utilizing everything. I think this is the perfect Black Ops 4 map. This is the perfect Black Ops 4 map. This map was made for Black Ops 4, and it works tremendously. Like with the perk system, with the specialist, with the Easter egg, everything works so well. And it's so fluid. It's so consistent. The Easter egg makes sense. Like every step of the Easter egg. Okay, maybe not the wood and making the concoction for Danu, but everything else makes sense. It's so cohesive. As much as I don't like the Blight Fathers, like it felt a little bit better in this map. I don't know, like the Catalyst zombies, I don't see the point. I think the Catalyst zombies worked for Voyage because they were needed for a step, right, for the outlet step. But for this map, get the Catalyst zombies out of here. The Blight Fathers are fine on this map. It made more sense. The Gladiators and the Warriors were great. The Tigers were awesome. I loved them. So yeah, just get the Catalyst zombies out of here. And might I just add real quick, the Easter egg song Mad Hatter on this map is by Avenged Sevenfold, which is my favorite band, just saying. And I'm probably going to be using that as the background song for the entire overview. I don't know, it's got the classic Black Ops 4, okay, Helion Salvo is the real wonder weapon, you know? And homunculuses are, like, they help so much. Like, especially for the boss fight. Like, you were getting so many max ammos, you can just keep throwing them. You didn't have to worry about the zombies at all. They really did make the map so easy. But 9. I would consider this Black Ops 4's poster boy map. It literally fits the whole system so well, and I don't think they could have done it any better. And I think that's why people like this map so much, is because even with the terrible Black Ops 4 system, it works amazingly. It actually fits in this map. Like I think if 9 was put in Black Ops 3 or even Black Ops 2, it would not be as successful as it is in Black Ops 4. Unlike Voyage, I feel like it would be a little bit better in Black Ops 3. I think 9 for Black Ops 4 was perfect. End of scene.